transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
It's Wednesday! It's 6 p.m. This is the ThinkSoJoE Show, and we are way too loud. I gotta turn that down. Look at that. We're peaking.
And you
All
were
right.
yelling.
I was yelling, and now we're good. Okay, now we're good. All right. Welcome.
Happy Wednesday.
Welcome to the ThinkSoJoE Show. It is Wednesday. Happy start of the NHL season. Even if it is two teams I absolutely hate, there is hockey on this TV for the first time.
There's a TV up here.
Yes,
There's
and
3 monitors, and there's a TV.
I just got this TV just at like a couple of months ago, like Prime Day. So it's like this might actually be the very first time I'm watching a live hockey game on this TV.
Oh wow.
Laura, go away. You don't have to
Laura.
watch. We left you in 2020. You can stay there. It's all good.
Oh, you don't have to stay in 2020.
Yes, you do. Well, we
that
exiled
sucks.
you to 2020.
That sucks.
Anyway.
I mean, not that 2021's looking much better.
Well, I mean, you know, it is what it is.
It sure
I mean,
is.
2021 is already a very scary year. I mean, we've had an insurrection at the Capitol. We've got the Buffalo Bills winning and the Cleveland Browns winning playoff games. What universe is this? Well, I got one thing to say to you, Buffalo, in response to the Bills making it this far. And also having to play the Ravens by way of the Cleveland win against Pittsburgh last week, and that is, once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious forgotten volume. I fucked it up already. Anyway, but quote the Raven, nevermore. On Saturday, I will share, I did actually read this on YouTube like years and years and years ago. The Bills played the Ravens in week 1. And I was just like, I'm going to fuck with the Bills fans.
Aw.
Who cares about it? But I got news for you, Buffalo. Who cares about your stupid football team? Hockey's back. Your hockey team
look,
starts
it's Gritty.
tomorrow. It's Gritty. Hey, Gritty. He borrowed some stuff without asking, apparently, according to his sign. Anyway. Yes, your hockey team starts tomorrow. Home game against the Washington Capitals.
What's the Capital?
So this is Capitals, Capitals.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then there's but that's not to be confused with the Capitol, Capitol. So no. Well, you know, maybe we can fix 2 problems at once.
Oh my God.
Maybe we could get these idiot Republicans, these far-right idiots, maybe we should get them and confuse them, because they're all spelling capital wrong anyway, and get them to invade the Washington Capitals dressing room.
Okay.
Okay, like, let's do that. And then we don't got to worry about them storming the Capitol while important government business is going on. And we can get rid of the Washington Capitals. Poof.
Makes
gone.
sense to me.
I have a picture of Colt Cabana in the background, not Scotty Goldman. They're 2 different people.
Hi, Mom. My mom's here.
Anyway, you'll notice we didn't build our wall yet. We're still debating how we're building. we're in the planning stages. We ordered like $70 more worth of stuff for the studio yesterday.
I love how he says we, like I have anything to do with this.
You sat there with me and you picked out things I needed to order.
Did I help you? Like, would you have not ordered those things?
I don't think I would have ordered the chains.
The safety chains?
The safety chains.
Okay.
So I think total I spent like $100 on the studio yesterday, because we went and we did the charity deal with On the Cinder.
Oh my God.
And Jay gave me a controller, like a very nice controller,
It is
like
very nice.
like top of the line prosumer grade.
Yes.
So you don't yell at me again. But anyway, it's it's signed by Colt Cabana? Why would Colt Cabana sign a Scotty Goldman photo? Anyway. So he gave me a nice, like, top of the line prosumer grade lighting controller and not the plug for it. So I had to order
the power plug.
You're right, yeah.
Is it an IEC?
What's that?
That's what like everything takes for power.
Like what this would take
Like
for
the
power?
three-prong?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a 12-volt DC.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got to wait for that to get here now, and then maybe we could get our lights back in here and get that wall built up. I'm waiting on some pieces for that.
Yeah.
Yes, Caps versus Sabres tomorrow. You just apparently missed my rant, Mr. Capitals fan there. Matt Mackey in the Facebook chat.
Yeah.
I just said that the people who invaded the Capitol, we should get them to invade the Capitol's locker room instead. They won't know the difference. No. They'll just think like Alexander Ovechkin's like a foreign diplomat. I don't know.
It's all way over my head.
Anyways. Yeah, Sabres and Caps tomorrow and the next day.
Oh.
And right now I got Flyers Pens going on right now. There's an Acme ad on the ice.
There is.
And I'm hoping that somebody drops an anvil on both of them.
Or even if they just drop it on the Acme ad, that would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then there's nobody gets hurt.
Then there's fake ads on the ice too. There's superimposed Dunkin' Donuts ads right now. They were Honda ads when I first saw them, and then I saw they were NBC ads like a second later. I'm like, what the hell? Like, they're not even real ads. I'm complaining about all these ads. There's everywhere ads in these games now, trying to make up for some of that lost revenue from not having.
It makes sense.
From not having any of the. No, the background is not a green screen. Making up for some of that lost revenue from not having fans. What did I knock over now? Was that screw you just handed me?
Yeah, it was that screw.
Why'd you hand me a screw?
I was trying to flirt with you.
Oh, I got it. You know I'm oblivious to flirting.
Yeah, I do know this.
You very well know this. Anyways, yes. So, yeah, tomorrow hockey, NHL, Buffalo Sabres hockey starts tomorrow. Super excited for that. Super excited to see the Bills get eliminated a week late. Even if it is to Baltimore, who I also hate.
You're just hating on everybody.
Well, I have a reason to hate Baltimore. They're the team that beat San Francisco and gave San Francisco their first Super Bowl loss a few years ago. As opposed to, if Buffalo were to make the Super Bowl and lose to somebody, say, I don't know, Tom Brady and the Bucks, how many losses would that be? Would that be their first Super Bowl loss?
Would I know?
Yes, you should know. You live in Buffalo.
Attention.
How many Super Bowls have the Buffalo Bills won?
Oh, none. Like, they've lost, 4 or 5?
They lost 4 in a row.
Okay.
And they've never won one. So, I don't know, man. Hell might freeze over, though, because you've got Buffalo and Cleveland both in the second round of the playoffs. I don't know how that happens. That's not something that should happen.
Yeah.
That's just bizarre.
Well... So you guys, I have laryngitis or something like that. We went and sang our hearts out yesterday with On the Cinder. It was super fun.
You know what's funny is you got through your song just fine, and I couldn't get through mine, and my voice is fine. I could sing most of it. Ooh, Flyers just took the lead. I could sing most of it, and then I got to the chorus, and I just couldn't get above a certain note, and I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm just singing this flatly.
I don't know. I thought you sounded good.
I thought I sounded terrible, so I was like, guys, can you do gang vocals over this or something?
Yeah, that was cute.
And then they all went into we all went up to the studio at Flower House Records, and
yep.
a bunch of all the members of On the Cinder and other people in the house got in there and.
Yep.
Sang the vocals.
I did not
the gang vocals.
I was already gone.
Laura wants you to take a hockey quiz.
I fail just by the name hockey quiz. I mean, I know Gritty and I know Sabretooth. That's what I know about hockey.
That's all I would ask you about.
Okay. Let's make a hockey quiz for next week.
So you have in the bedroom, there is a hockey puck with another mascot on it. Name the mascot.
Shit. I know he's the Predators.
No, well,
the Nashville Predators
we have a stuffed Nashville Predators mascot. But that's not who I was referencing.
I don't know.
We have a hockey puck with the Toronto Maple Leafs mascot on it.
Who is that? The Bear?
That's the Bear.
That's so dumb.
Do you know? Yes, it is. Do you know? Do you know his name?
No.
His name is Carlton.
Oh my God. You're shaking shit here.
Yeah.
Usually
that'll
I'm the
happen.
one that's banging into shit.
I'm not touching anything, though.
I
My
guess
leg
the
might have
room
bumped
just
the.
got excited.
My leg might have bumped the
Yeah, it must have, or else the
shelf
room got
over here or
excited.
something. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
And the Nashville Predators mascot.
I can't. think of his name.
What's the first syllable when I say Nashville Predators?
Nash.
That's his name, Nash,
Oh,
with a
okay.
G, G-N-A-S.
Oh, that's
H.
stupid.
Nash. Yes, it is stupid. And he's a saber-toothed tiger. Why?
Because he wanted to be cool like Sabretooth.
Exactly. The Nashville Predators want to be the Buffalo Sabres so badly that they wear blue and gold. Their mascot's a saber-toothed tiger. They got screwed in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. You know, it happens. They want to be us so bad.
They even try to lose like us.
They lose like us.
That's something.
When they lost the Stanley Cup Final a couple of years ago, they got screwed in Game 6, just like the Sabres did when they lost in '99. So I'm excited for hockey. I'm excited. I mean, I know a lot of you are still excited because apparently football still exists, but
What?
I don't know. Did you?
I'm definitely over hockey, and it's game 1 of the season.
Did you? You caught some of that football game I was watching the other day
The
with
one that was on Nickelodeon.
yeah, with the Bears and the
Yeah.
Saints.
Yeah. Oh, that's who was playing.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Just like Buffalo will be done this week. Yeah, exactly. There's a Ravens fan in the chat. We got a Ravens fan in the chat. Anyway, yes. No, we watched. I watched all 4 games over the weekend, or all 6 games rather. There were 6 of them.
Yeah, I didn't see him much this weekend.
No, you probably won't see me much this weekend with four games and another wrestling pay-per-view. But anyway, so. But one of the games was on Nickelodeon. It was the Bears and the Saints. It was the first football game ever on Nickelodeon.
It was so cool.
And it was just like, I'm like, how can I not watch this on Nickelodeon? I guess it was also on CBS. So I'm like, how can I not watch this on Nickelodeon, though? Like, that just seems far more interesting.
Yeah, and it was.
And they kind of, they talk about, they kind of educate you on the game if you watched all the way
Yeah, they dumb
through.
it down, and they're like, oh, yeah, so they have 4 chances to get, it was like watching football with my dad when I was 17 years
you
old.
did
and
say
I
that.
totally we took classes that explained how football works.
You did.
And my dad was still like, so they have 4 chances. Okay, Dad, thanks.
Yeah, you did mention that this when we were watching that, but they had like young Sheldon explaining the penalties.
Yeah.
And
My favorite was the goalpost being SpongeBob.
the goalposts were SpongeBob. When they scored touchdowns, they had virtual slime. It was cool. And then the Saints coach let them slime him after the game.
I wish that I had seen that.
I didn't see it on TV. I saw it on the internet.
Okay, I'll have to look
I
it
don't
up
know
maybe.
if I think by that point it was like, oh, hey, the other football game's on.
Oh,
Let me go watch the Browns and the Steelers. Let me go watch the Steelers kill the Browns, and then all of a sudden, it's like 28-0 or something. It's like, wait, this is Cleveland. What the fuck? Anyway. But no, I thought it was fun watching that on Nickelodeon, and especially when the guy on the Chicago Bears said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Did they not know they were mic'd, or
I mean,
was
it happens in
it
sports
does
all the
happen,
time.
but
so.
it doesn't. I mean, it was Nickelodeon.
Yes, Laura, wrestling pay-per-view, the Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill pay-per-view is this Saturday.
So what's that all about?
So the main event of that show has the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega with the Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers, facing Impact Wrestling World Champion Rich Swann and the Motor City Machine Guns. So that's a big deal in the wrestling world.
Well, you guys have fun with that.
So that's what I'll be doing Saturday.
You kids have fun.
They got a new commentary team. They finally got rid of the guy who does commentary like he's playing with his action figures. Josh Matthews.
What's he gonna do with his life now?
Well, he got a promotion. He's actually now the senior producer for Impact Wrestling, and now they've got D'Lo Brown and Matt Stryker doing commentary. I don't know how D'Lo's gonna do a commentary, but I love Matt Stryker as a commentator.
Well, I thought Snoop Dogg was gonna be a commentator.
That's tonight, actually, on AEW.
No shit.
I think he's still doing that. He did a bit last week. I don't know if you saw it on the internet. It was
I heard a little.
It went viral. He did a splash off the top ropes.
Yeah.
If you want to call it that. But yeah, I like this. They got Matt Stryker is going to be the new Impact commentator, and he's a guy who calls it like it's real and like explains to you why some of these things hurt. Like if you see a guy who's got a guy in a headlock, like, oh, that's not going to hurt. He'll explain why it's supposed to hurt.
Okay.
So I really am looking forward to that. Especially now I don't have to hear Josh Matthews, with his big boy voice. So, I'm happy for him that he got a promotion. I don't dislike the guy on a personal level. I just didn't like him as a commentator in Impact Wrestling. So, whatever. Good for him. He got a promotion.
Yeah. I guess.
So, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So later on the show today, we've got an interview with James Darkride, who's going to be performing a song for us.
I know. I'm excited.
I'm hoping your voice holds up for that because I know nothing.
Oh, yeah. I'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I have my lemon water.
We've also, so all of the music you're going to hear today is from bands or artists from Lockport.
Yeah. It's a Lockport edition.
James will be on at 6:35-ish.
Yeah.
And performing around 7.
Yeah.
But we've got music from Lower Town Trio, Good Dude, and Handsome Jack.
Yeah.
Good Dude actually reached out to us. I already had everything programmed. They reached out to us and they said, hey, can you play something off our new EP that's coming out in 2 weeks?
Was it next week or 2 weeks?
I don't recall, but they have a new EP coming out and they said, hey, can you play something off of this instead? And it's like, yeah, sure, send it.
Yeah.
Why not? So we've got that all set up. It was actually the same. One of the songs on the new EP is a redone version of the song that I was already planning on playing. So I didn't have to like redo my list or anything. It was perfect.
As long as we don't fuck with the list, that's what matters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I picked the song for the title, so I'm very glad that was the song that we got to play. But yeah, no, it's I got to listen to some of this music last night because I was just like awake, and I'm like, I should go to bed, but I'm not tired, and I want to finish my drink and eat more pasta salad. And
yeah, Joe made pasta salad. We worked together in the kitchen.
We did.
I helped you by chopping up your vegetables.
You did.
Because I don't trust you with the big boy knife. And you made pasta salad, and I have not had any yet, though I do appreciate that you made food.
You're going to have to get some soon if you want some, because we only made half a batch compared to what I usually make. But we have enough to make more. We have enough of everything. So
I know. I might just get the cheese and a spoon.
The feta cheese?
Yeah. Actually, that doesn't sound good at all.
It does sound good, actually.
No,
but I like cheese, so.
I don't know. I like cheese, too, but I can't think feta with a spoon.
Does Joe use safety scissors?
Joe takes the safety scissors and makes sure that I'm using them.
Yes.
Because actually last time I used the big boy scissors, I actually cut my shirt.
You did?
Yeah. Luckily it was a pajama shirt. It wasn't anything nice.
Yeah. No, I've got different scissors for different functions.
Right.
Because, when I spend $100 on a pair of scissors, it's like, okay, I'm only using this for what they're meant for.
I use the $100 scissors for everything.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because they're there.
So I need to take them away, is what you're saying.
No, don't take them away. They're really good. But the safety scissors, those are the ones I use to cut my bangs. Jasmine, I love you.
But yes, I do have $100 pair of headphones. Not headphones. I do have $100 pairs of headphones too.
Yeah.
But $100 pair of scissors. Couldn't think of the word musician. Not only an amazing mask maker, but an incredible musical artist as well. They couldn't think of the word musician, says Toronto Freddy in the YouTube chat there.
Who's Toronto Freddy?
Somebody who's a fan of James Darkride, apparently.
I'm asking who's Toronto Freddy.
Okay, well, they can ask you.
I want to know. Tell me now.
Yeah, they haven't even seen you ask yet.
I know. I'm just going to ask them to tell me until I know who they are.
Anyways.
Yeah, so let's see. We almost had another guest on the show because Reese, the cat,
Oh, geez, she
wouldn't leave the fucking studio.
You open the door to keep the let the air circulate or whatever. The cats are just walking right in here. Like, okay, that's enough of this. Toss her out. Turn the light off. Or close the door. I can't talk. I can't think.
What is going
My brain's
on with
gone.
you today? Hey,
hockey's on. That's what's going on.
Turn the fucking hockey off.
It's intermission. I'm not paying attention to it. It's intermission. I'm glancing up every once in a great while to see if anything interesting's happening.
What if you missed something?
I'll see a replay.
Yeah. So these fucking cats.
He is Freddie from Toronto,
Your name's
Ontario.
Actually, Freddie, that's cool. You're from Toronto. I don't know you. Hi, Freddie. Esmeralda, that's Maria. Hi, Maria.
So yesterday, we had to get an Uber over to...
over to the flower house.
How many people asked you about your coffee mug?
All of them. Like, literally, I think every time someone new would walk in the room, they would ask about my Maple Leafs coffee mug.
Yeah, and then we have to explain that Joe bought it. Yeah, Joe bought it at a hockey game where he was rooting for the Sabres against the Maple Leafs in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had some shit for that.
Yep.
And then, I wonder how long it's going to take for them to finish all of the editing and everything for the videos.
I don't know.
But we should have the videos of us doing our karaoke very soon, probably within the next week or so, right?
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyways, it was super fun, but I didn't have a voice yesterday either. And then I decided that I was going to sing some Hanson with my lack of voice. So that was a brilliant idea.
So I had the ingenious idea of singing Ballroom Blitz by Sweet.
Oh, for a second, I thought you were going to say Blitzkrieg Bop.
No, Ballroom Blitz by Sweet. So, which Mike from On the Cinder, he says, oh, man, we were worried that, you were going to come in here and, no, that's not the song I meant. I meant Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones. No, that's not what I mean. So I had the brilliant idea of, I'm going to sing Ballroom Blitz by Sweet, because even if I fuck it up, nobody's going to be able to tell, because it's just kind of a weirdly sung song, right? And, I still fucked it up, because it was just, I got through the bridge, and when I get into the chorus, I just couldn't hit the notes.
But he totally did.
I totally did not.
He totally did.
I did not. I absolutely did not.
Well, we can have another poll. We used to have polls after the videos.
I don't think Facebook does polls anymore.
Oh, it's probably too controversial.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do a poll. Are you against what happened at the Capitol last week, or are you a racist?
Right?
Anyway. I don't know what's going on in the chat anymore.
Caleb, are you causing trouble?
There's some crazy vocals is what he was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, I got it. Anyway, yeah, crazy vocals, and that's why I thought I could get away with it, and then, as I'm doing it, I'm like, damn it, why didn't I pick Just a Friend by Biz Markie? Those were my two. Do I want to do Just a Friend by Biz Markie? Do I want to do Ballroom Blitz by Sweet? And, they're both songs where you can sound terrible and still sound great at the same time. You know what you're doing? Yeah. You know what I mean? And, and so I'm like, what the hell happened? The game turned off.
Yeah, that was my mind that did that.
Why did the game turn off?
That was my mind. Don't go against it.
I'm going against it. I'm trying to watch hockey here. I don't know.
Fucking A.
Anyway, I must have bumped the remote. Anyway. So, yeah.
Now that hockey's back on.
Yeah. But I ultimately decided to go with Sweet, because I'm like, all right, that'll be easier on the boys. And
they had fun with it.
Yeah.
They did. They had a really good time.
Well, see, that's crazy. I could hit the high notes, but then I couldn't hit just the regular singing in the chorus. I couldn't do it after the high notes.
Oh yeah.
So it's man, what this is why I don't sing anymore.
Well, Puberty's rough. It's rough for everybody.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway. Yeah.
So, what else? What else? We hung out with Jasmine,
We did.
and that was really nice.
You can you can't see it on the screen, but
I'll get it.
she's gonna knock over a shit ton of stuff right now.
I am. It's a true story.
She is absolutely about to knock over.
I win.
Oh, she did it! She did it!
So Jasmine brought us our Christmas presents, and this guy was Joe's Christmas present. Does he have a name? I forgot.
No.
Well, let's see. The tag does not say a name.
No, it says. Oh no, it's from Nicholas Collection.
Oh well, his name's Nikki, and he has these weighted arms, so like he doesn't fall down. And I got a bunch of Snoopy stuff from her. They're like really thoughtful gifts.
Yes, very much so.
Yes, and she got me some facial moisturizer, which is just so Jasmine to give me because she does not approve of my face care regime.
We've been sending out very nice gifts to people who have we feel like they probably needed them at the time. Like we sent a dumpster fire to Brooke.
Yeah, that wasn't really a Christmas present. That was more like a New Year's present. And I told her because 2020 was a dumpster fire, I told her may 2021 be more of a contained trash can fire. And I feel that way for every single one of our listeners.
Yeah, she you know, I saw this on my like Instagram while I'm scrolling. I'm like, hey, we should get this for Brooke. There she is. She's in the chat.
Hi, Brooke.
Yeah. Anyway.
And we got a gift for Rosie, not even knowing how much she had a bad couple days.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I got something off the Facebook Marketplace, which I didn't really know that you don't do that.
I've just had bad luck. That's why I say I don't want to do any more Facebook Marketplace stuff.
Okay, well, so I got her something on the Facebook Marketplace, and we won't talk about what it is until she gets her gift. And they canceled it. So then I was like, well, Rosie had a really bad day, and there's no way she's not getting this gift. And so I went on eBay, was it? Maybe?
Yeah.
And I found something like way cooler, and it happened to be vintage. So just the fact that it said vintage made it like really cool to me.
Well, to be fair to Facebook Marketplace, that particular item that was canceled, I didn't read the description, and the description said, go to this website to buy it.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, so I placed the order not thinking about it because I didn't read it. I just placed the order, which is what happens.
That's what I would have done.
You send me a thing, I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, the thing is that sometimes I just send him these things because I'm like, oh, this is really cool. Look at this. And then he buys it. And I'm like, I love these things, but I didn't mean for you to buy them.
Anyway, so yes, but yes, I ordered this other thing off eBay, and that's shipped today, so it's on its way.
Yeah. Awesome.
So
Yeah.
it's okay to not be fair to Facebook Market. Yeah. I don't order, like, I never use Facebook Marketplace. So when you're sending me stuff, I'm not thinking about I need to read the description and I need to do this. It's like, oh, okay, they'll ship, cool. And I just order. And we've done stuff off of Facebook Marketplace that's been shipped successfely.
Yeah.
You ordered a mask, a Snoopy mask.
I didn't get it yet, but
no, it's on
its way.
It's on its way. And then there is we've got you ordered some shoes, and I had a problem with that order, which was
I understand now.
I hit Facebook Pay, and it sent from PayPal to apparently to this girl who was selling these shoes, and she says, "Oh well, I never got I never got a payment. Like, can you Venmo me?" I'm like, "What? No, I sent you a payment." And she's like, I don't see a payment. I said, okay, well, it sent through PayPal. It must have gone to like whatever your Facebook email is. She says, well, it's the same email as my PayPal, and I didn't get it. So she sends me a screenshot showing that she never got a payment from me. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. Let me, I'll worry about that later. Let me Venmo you this money so you can get this shipped out. So you've got shoes on the way.
They are not just shoes. They are fucking yellow Chucks, okay? I don't know if you guys know how excited I am. And they're like slip-on, but they still tie up. Like, they're cool.
Oh, these people in the chat for James Darkride. He's coming on after the next song break.
Yep.
So, speaking of which.
Oh, Laura's letting us know.
No more music. New Year challenge, says Laura.
New Year change.
New Year change. Oh, okay. I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, this is the Lower Town Trio.
Oh, fun.
I love those guys. I'm going to open up this meeting so James can join in shortly. Open up the Lower Town Trio now with Remember Your Name on all WNY ThinkSoJoE Show.
It's always the same. It's all a part of the tolerable pain. Thinking of you makes me blue. What else is a broken heart supposed to do? Well, I'm tired of feeling lonely. Why do you make me feel this way? I don't wanna feel the same anymore, and I don't wanna remember your name. Anger flows, sadness glows. Well, that's the way it is. That's the way it goes. Through my heart, at your feet, you watch it burn. And you think it's me. Well, I'm tired of feeling lonely. Why do you make me feel this way? I don't wanna feel the same anymore, and I don't wanna remember your name. Well, I'm tired of feeling lonely. Why do you make me feel this way? I don't wanna feel the same anymore, and I don't wanna remember your name. You can't run, you can't hide from the feelings that you have inside. It doesn't stop, it doesn't go away. Maybe I'll see you again some other day. Well, I'm tired of feeling lonely. Why do you make me feel this way? I don't wanna feel the same anymore, and I don't wanna remember your name. Well, I don't wanna remember your name. Well, I don't wanna remember your name. Well, I don't wanna remember your name.
All right, the Lower Town Trio on all WNY ThinkSoJoE Show.
They're so fun.
Yeah.
And they're from Lockport.
They are from Lockport, as is our guest who's about to join us any second now. Here he comes.
Hey,
there he
James.
is. All right.
What's up?
We had him. He's gone. We lost his video.
Oh no, I can't hear him either.
Lost his video. I don't hear him.
Can you hear me?
Something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there you are. We can hear you. We can't see
we
you
lost
though.
your video though.
You can't see me. Well, damn. Oh, hold up. All right.
He's learning.
There we go.
He's learning.
Yeah,
on
this
the
is this is literally my first time ever using Zoom. So
Yeah, I
There you
have
have
no
it.
idea how to use it. Joe does all the hard stuff.
yeah,
So how
yeah,
you
I'm
doing?
totally like illiterate. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Oh, we lost video
Lost
again.
video. Yeah.
What
well,
the hell?
yeah.
I don't know if it's like my Wi-Fi or what.
I don't know. Well, at least we have the audio like continuously, so you know.
It's working.
Yeah,
now, right?
it's working now.
Alright.
Fuck, there we go.
As long as we got audio,
Yeah,
I
as
guess
long
we're
as
all
we
right.
got audio.
I'll
So
keep messing with it.
all right, cool. So thank you so much for coming on the show. We want to talk to you about your new CD that you just released.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
They,
so
you got a
so-
chance to check it out?
I did. I liked it. And I mean, I'm kind of biased because I've been a fan of you since I was like 15.
At least, right?
Since back in the days when all we listened to was Nirvana and the Tea Party.
Oh my God, yeah.
But yeah, and you can totally hear both of those influences in this CD. Why
Oh,
don't
absolutely,
Why don't
yeah.
you tell us a little bit about the CD and
So
where you
yeah,
made
it
it,
started
and who you worked with and stuff?
It was basically like a year ago, almost to the day, that we decided, hey, let's get together and write some new tunes, play a few old ones, and record them, you know? And then it started out just with like 6 songs. We went into the studio here in Lockport, Garden Recording, and we laid down 6 songs, myself and the Swift brothers. Here I am again.
Yep. Yeah.
That'll disappear in like a second. So yeah, we laid that 6 songs down. About a month later, he contacts us and says, listen, I lost all your work. Like, it's not recoverable at all.
Holy shit.
And yeah. We're like, fuck, you know, there goes my video. So yeah, so we're like, fuck it, let's go back in, let's do it. And he's like, you know, since I wasn't able to do this for you guys, I'm going to give you 2 extra songs at no cost. And so we recorded 8 songs. And then from there, like, we recorded a couple more with Andy Mitchell at his,
Now we're losing
Losing
audio too.
audio
Let's break it
now.
up.
and dude, that is horrible.
Yeah. So you worked with Andy Mitchell?
Yeah, we worked with Andy Mitchell at his studio in
6pen.
Lockport.
Yep.
Yeah. And we recorded a few songs there with him. And where else did we record? We recorded with Doug White too.
Oh,
Right,
cool.
a couple tunes. And then we just kind of threw them all together. And then we're like, all right, let's get this released, you know? And I know it's like not, I don't know, it's kind of obsolete to release a CD, right? Like an album, because
To some people, yeah.
yeah, I mean, right. I mean, I would love to do like vinyl.
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to get in now through my phone. So hopefully that'll work.
Oh, I see your iPhone trying to get in here. So let me
Yeah, hopefully that'll work.
let me admit you there. And you got it.
Oh, look, we have 2
Okay,
Jameses.
there we go.
This clearly is
All right, so we'll get rid of the other one and keep the iPhone.
that.
Makes
Is it
sense.
working?
Makes sense. It looks like it's working.
Okay, cool.
So we're
Perfect.
gonna try and I got to figure out how to boot you from the other one.
Remove.
Remove, I
there.
guess. And do you want to remove? And once removed, he will not. Oh no, I don't want to make it so you can't rejoin. How do I just get you out of here? That's
Can
the
you mute
question.
Should I just exit out or whatever?
Yeah, if
Maybe,
you would,
yeah.
that would. You should be able to like leave the meeting.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh, technology.
Oh, there he goes. Okay, now back to that. All right, there we go. Okay.
Great.
All right.
Cool.
All right, so hopefully that works now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you
We got
worked
this figured
with
out.
Andy.
So we
You
worked
worked
with
with
Doug
Doug
White.
White.
Andy Mitchell and Rob D'Alessandro. So we threw all these songs together, and now I got some nice artwork done. And I don't know if you know, but I also make silicone masks and things like that. So
Well,
I decided, yeah. So,
I knew.
yeah. So I decided, like, hey, I got a new one I'm releasing. So I decided, hey, let's do like a contest type deal where if you purchase an album, you are entered in to win my new mask, right? And it's silicone masks. They're fairly expensive. So it could be a nice, really opportunity for someone who couldn't afford one otherwise to get one for just $20. So we got like a Etsy shop going with that. And yeah, so hopefully that works out well.
I've actually got a lot of people in the chat that are saying they're looking forward to getting the CD. They're hoping they win the mask.
Yeah.
We got Dewey from Wyatt Coins in our Twitch chat, and he's asking, he's saying he's liking what he sees behind you with your masks, and he wants to know what your site is so he can probably buy one from you.
I don't have an official site. I kind of stay like underground a little bit in a way. If you just hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, and my Instagram account's Darkride82. And then on Facebook, you can look up James Darkride and then just shoot me a message or whatever. I got all my stuff on there too. I post pictures of everything.
Yeah, I'm always seeing pictures of your work. It seems like you're like a maniac working on something all the time.
Yeah, I try to work like constantly as long as I'm awake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I figure when I'm dead, I can stop working. You know what I mean?
Right.
Until then.
Life's going to be pretty boring if you don't have something to do.
Yeah, especially with the situation right now. Like, you got to keep your mind focused. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Or else you can go, some people might go crazy.
Yeah, you're seeing it here and there. You're seeing all the girls like shave their heads because they're going crazy without their hairdressers and shit like that.
Right. I mean, I could see what it would do to people.
Yeah.
I'm used to working alone, but for a lot of people, they need that social type environment where you're talking amongst each other. But I'm used to working alone, so it didn't bother me.
You've always kept it kind of tight with your circle. It's exclusive and I don't know, not exclusive. It's just close. Your circle's always been close. Like even back when we were kids, it was like,
oh yeah,
we were a little family.
Yeah, everyone was always chilling.
We were always over at your house. Yeah.
Getting high in my parents' basement.
Yeah, right. Hi, Mom. My mom's listening. So that's what we were doing, Mom.
Your mom knows that already.
Yeah.
Just a little joke.
You should see when I get going about the hallucinogens on the show and my mom's still listening. That's great.
Here's a quick
this
is the album.
I was just saying right before we talked to you when we were listening to the last song, I forgot to bring mine into the studio because it's right next to the CD player.
We actually kind of talked about it a little bit last week in the album art and like the comic book style and the like send away for the action figures on the back, which was the first thing I saw. That caught my eye, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. What happens if I do send correspondence or anything to that address on the back?
I don't know.
We're gonna have to find out. That's a good question.
It might get lost. It might get returned to sender. I don't know.
Well, we might have to see. Out. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Excellent.
So that's cool.
Excellent. So,
what else is new? You're doing a Lockport show?
Yeah, we're doing this Lockport show, man. So let's talk about some other Lockport artists. You've worked with Andy Mitchell recently. Of Sixpin, who he just dropped a single, I want to say like last week or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. So it's totally awesome that you guys are working together. Because you guys were both such a huge part of my life that like these roads just joined and now you're working together. That makes me so happy because you're both great.
Yeah, he's awesome. He taught me how to play guitar originally when I was like 10 or 11 probably.
I don't think I realized that.
No,
No,
I would trade him Star Wars action figures for lessons.
really?
So that's how. Yeah, that's kind of how that worked out.
Is that why you had so many Star Wars action figures? So that you could
Probably.
get good at guitar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if you're gonna learn from somebody, Andy's the guy to learn from. I mean, Andy, he's super
Yeah.
talented. He's awesome.
Yeah, it seems like anything he tackles, he's got.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So let's see. Matthew Knott. Have you had a chance to work with Matt?
Oh yeah. We worked together on a song we recorded called "Forgotten." It's like the last track on the album, and he played the bongos and things like that.
Nice.
And I think he had this larger type, maybe like it's like an African type drum or something like that. But yeah, he came in and we just did it in one take and just
No shit.
he murdered it.
He's
with the bongos.
phenomenal.
Yeah, super talented guy.
Yeah.
So it was awesome to work with him. So hopefully we can work again in the future together.
Yeah. He seems to be like every week sending some music, and I feel bad because like I would love to play his music every week, but we have like all these other artists too.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally understand
Yeah,
that.
but so let's see, James. How did we originally meet? Did we meet before or after the Historical Society?
Man, I want to say I met you through your sister.
Yeah, it was definitely through Allison, but I don't know if like we didn't meet until we were meeting at the Van Horn Mansion,
That's probably
or
what it was.
if like we hung out at your house before that. I think it must have been at the Van Horn Mansion.
It seems so long ago, right? It's like I
It
try to
really
think
is
about
long
this.
ago. That's
Yeah.
like 20, 25 years ago.
Yeah, I try and think, and it's like, man,
I know. Oh,
you can only
man.
store so much in your mind, and then the rest is gone. But yeah, I'm thinking it was like probably at the Van Horn Mansion or something like that.
Yeah, so we were totally nerds, and we were part of the
Yeah.
Junior Historical
on.
Society. And we used to meet every Tuesday at the Van Horn Mansion. Sometimes when the weather was nice, we would just meet at the Newfane Historical Society Museum. And we would talk about... Actually, we never talked about anything that had anything to do with history, did we, James?
No, probably not.
I think every single meeting was trying to get the lateral sun and PA system.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
our
that
main
sounds about
goal.
right.
And it never worked out for us.
No.
Unfortunately. We could not convince everybody that was a good idea.
Yeah, we just didn't understand how it would benefit the Historical Society.
No, it just would have benefited us, but
Yeah, right.
that was our goal.
Toronto Freddy in the YouTube chat, he asks if the new part 2 will be thicker than the original part 2, like his mod. I don't know what any of that means.
Slightly. Probably a little bit slightly.
What
It's
does
like
this
the
mean?
thickness of the silicone.
Oh,
So basically I sculpt my mask. Let me show you real quick here. I'll
yeah.
pull one out.
That's awesome.
I'll show you what I'm working on.
Cool.
Let me not mess this camera up or something. You can flip it. All right, so here's what I'm working on right now.
Cool.
This is just in sculpt mode, but don't mind my mess. Here's a finished one there, like the brains and things.
Wow.
But yeah, so basically it's the thickness of the silicone determines, how flexible it'll be and things like that. You know what I mean?
So, like, where did you learn how to do this silicone molding?
Just self-taught.
You just were like, shit, I want to do this. I'm gonna do it
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I've always been like an artist my whole life, and then I was just like, how can I? Because a lot of people were like, oh, you can't make a living as an artist. It's impossible. Like that's there. I got a lot of like, that's cool, but what are you gonna do for a real job?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, what is art? Is it a fake job? But it's not a fake job at all. And I was able to just take it to that level and just, thank God for the internet. You know what I mean? Because without it, I couldn't rely on like local sales or something like that. It wouldn't work.
It's a very niche thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of obscure in a way, but there's a market for it for sure.
Have you had a chance to work with any of the local film industry?
No, I've never been
Okay.
really approached by anything like that, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I used to work with some film people and some like I didn't do any special effects or anything, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I'll hook you up with some people on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much people are doing right now,
Right.
but you
Yeah,
know,
that's the thing. Even with music, it's like all you can do is write and record at this point, which is kind of a positive thing, I guess. But I mean, you can live stream and things like that. But
yeah.
I'm sure everyone's going to be super excited to get back out and play actual real shows.
Mhm.
Yeah. As of right
Yeah.
now, they're saying fall 2021
Fall.
will be returning to live concert venues. That's the optimistic thing that I've heard so far.
It was, Dr. Fauci actually said that, I think yesterday or maybe the day
Yeah.
before, said that fall is when he expects live music to be able to go forward. So,
Well, that's better than never, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. At least we're looking at the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
So these masks, how many like labor hours does it take to make one of these masks?
I mean, on the actual sculpt, I might take like, I'd say between 40 to 80 hours on average. But then once I get the sculpt produced and then the mold made, I mean, we can make them fairly quick. It's just that, there's a long lead time because of orders. You know what I mean? If I wanted to really rush one out, I mean, I could get one a day made, but I don't like to rush. You know what I mean?
Who
I
wants
like
to half-ass art?
Yeah, especially if you're paying good money for it, you want someone who's really gonna take their time and not treat it like an assembly line type deal.
Right on.
For sure.
Definitely.
Totally.
So, let's see.
I asked my question about the
You
album
asked
cover.
your- you asked your question.
Oh, well, the album cover is based on like the old vintage wax packs, right, from the 80s,
Right.
90s.
Yeah.
When you get a stick of bubble gum and things like that. And I met this artist through the internet, and his name's Zach Wallenfang, and he like kind of specializes in those in a ways. Like he makes old vintage wax packs, and I just hit him up, and I'm like, dude, this is great. Like, he's a great artist. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So it
That's
worked out.
awesome. Yeah. Is he around here or?
No, I think he's in like Minneapolis.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
another thing. Like, I would have never known he existed if
Right.
it wasn't for the internet,
Right.
So that's another great that you can find all these artists that you just never know even existed.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. So you're still in Lockport, right?
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately. Well, Lockport's not so bad.
it's not bad.
At least it's not
it is what it
Newfane.
is. Yeah, that's true. At least there's some type of civilization.
Whoa.
But
You okay?
I'm good. I'm just trying to get comfortable.
I thought you like almost fell out of the chair or
I
something.
did, but I'm trying to play it cool.
I like thought the
Play it
chair like was about to break or
No,
something.
that
Like,
was all me.
and we know these chairs are not the best chairs. So well, the one you're.
the studio, I like your guys' studio. It's looking.
Thank you. Almost done. Almost done.
Yeah, it's a never-ending process.
I've been saying that for 2 weeks now, but almost done.
Right.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. So how long did the recording process like take you? Like you told us you ran into some bumps in the road, but
Yeah.
how long were you guys in the studio for?
I mean, as a full band, it wasn't a whole lot of time. I would just go back in by myself. It was probably a total of like, with a full band, maybe 40 hours or something like that. Not a
Yeah.
ton, not a ton of time, maybe a little less. But I would go back in by myself and like overdub, and, vocals and things like that. And because we went in like kind of knowing what we wanted, but we kind of created and built the songs more as we went along,
Oh, okay. Okay.
because we'd get like a good drunken idea, like we'd take a few shots, and it sounds like a good idea. We're like, oh yeah, let's do this, let's do that. And sometimes we're like, yeah, that wasn't a good idea. But I guess this is part of creating art, I suppose.
Yeah.
Any type of art you do that with,
Yeah. Excellent. Well, it's James, do you have a favorite song on your album?
Yeah, I'd say probably Hopeless.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know the names of the songs. I know the track
I
numbers.
think it's number 7 on there.
Okay. I like super loved track 8. I don't remember what it's called, obviously. But when Joe walked in the room, I like made him like walk over to the CD player and start it over. I was like, you have to
She
hear
absolutely
this.
did.
Yeah,
Is it Sing For Me?
it might be.
The one where I talk in the beginning of it?
I don't know. The intro sounded like a Nirvana intro.
Oh.
So, look
Maybe
at you,
that
doesn't
was
know.
it could have been I Don't Want to Be Down.
It might be. It might be that one.
It might be.
It might
It's like
be.
it's like got a punk rock
That's what
side to
Maria
it.
thinks.
Yeah, it's,
yes.
in the chat they're saying I don't want to be down.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that's what it is. It's like a real quick, fast punk rock
Yeah,
song.
yeah. It's a little heavier than the rest of it, but still,
Yeah,
you know,
but it
pretty.
works. It
Yeah.
works. Yeah, it's a little melodic too.
Yeah.
You know? For sure.
For sure. So, are you gonna play a song for us?
Yeah. I definitely was gonna play a new one that I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
It's called The Lost. Sorry, I just wanted to be hydrated. It's so hot in here. But yeah, hopefully it sounds good on this camera. I don't know. We'll find out. This is The Lost. From the moment when I tell you that I'm alright, from the moment that I tell you that I'm feeling fine, I'm not alright. In the morning when you wake up in the sunrise, in the morning when you tell me that's gonna be down for you, try. Don't doubt me, I'll be there when I get to you. I'm grown, I know that time falls and captures you on your own, but I need you to know if I'm lost, I'm alone. From the moment when you tell me that I'm alright, from the moment that I tell you that's gonna be down for you, I've tried. From the moment when you wake up and it's alright, from the moment that you tell me that it's gonna be down for us, I've lied. But don't bother, I'll be there when I get to you. I'm grown, goddamn, feels close. I know you're alone, but I need you to know if I'm lost, I'm alone, but I know no place to call home. I need you to know is I'm lost, I'm alone. I'm no place to go. I'm lost, I'm alone. Yeah, something like that.
All
That was
right.
awesome.
You got the chat blowing up. They're
Yeah,
all
you do.
you got approval from the Facebook and
the
YouTube
community.
chats. And
Yeah,
Cool,
you'll have
man.
to go check
Good.
those out when you're done with us. So you have
Yeah.
this Etsy competition / CD sale going on for the month of
Yeah.
January, correct?
Yeah, it's gonna be till the last day in January, and I'll announce the winner February 1st. We're gonna do like a random type generator,
Yeah,
electronic
yeah.
type generator.
Awesome. So
Check it out.
the Etsy store, how can we find that? Do you know?
Darkridedesigns.etsy.com.
Okay, excellent.
And I'm on Facebook too. We're under James Darkride.
Yeah.
And you can check us out there, and there's the link to it and stuff.
Okay.
But hopefully, once things blow over, we'll be able to play some shows out, do some full
Yeah.
band type stuff. Should be
That
awesome.
would be excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time, James. It's been nice
Yeah.
catching up with you a little bit. Don't
Absolutely.
be a stranger.
Definitely not. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, guys.
thank
care.
you.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye-bye.
Later. Thank you.
All right. Well,
All
that
right.
was nice.
That was James Darkride.
Yeah.
Nice little interview there, and got the chat going.
Yeah. You
getting
guys
behind him
stick
there.
around for some more good music. From
Definitely,
Lockport.
definitely. Somebody mentioned "Good Dude" in a comment earlier. They're coming.
Yeah.
They're the next song we're playing at 7:00 or 7:30. It's 7:00 now.
Yeah, it is.
It's a little after 7:00.
Yeah.
I was like scrambling during the interview to like make it so I could like just get a shot of him.
Oh, is that what you were doing?
Yeah, and instead of like it being a split screen and like you guys having to watch him.
Yeah, right. That's
It
a
was
little
like
weird.
it's like let me do something to make this so I have one shot of the caller. So the Twitch has not reacted. There's one guy watching on Twitch. So
Oh, is there?
according to the button here. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Wow, how about that? Hello, Twitch listener, viewer.
it's Dewey.
Oh,
It was Dewey. I don't know if
was
he's still
Dewey.
sticking
It
around,
might
but
still be Dewey.
It might still be Dewey. I don't know. He was chatting from Twitch. He was asking questions. He liked the masks.
I didn't realize
I
that
like
was from Twitch.
I like the masks.
The
He's got
masks are
it's
freaking
got-
crazy, aren't they?
It's got the split with the brain coming out of the head.
yeah,
Like
it's pretty brutal.
I'm like, damn, like how much do those cost? I need to get me one of those for Living Brain Dead.
Yeah, you think you're gonna play on stage with a fucking mask
No,
on?
I wouldn't play with it on. It would be nice to like have like right in front of the. Well, I guess not right in front of the drum kit because we have our logo on the drum kit now. But
Yeah,
but I mean, split skull. A skull with
Yeah.
brain sticking out. It's
there we go.
we know a thing or two about that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So, you guys get a chance, check out James Darkride,
yes.
and I don't know.
I really I enjoy it when we get guests and they're like, oh, we're gonna just play our own song, and then they like just give us something that's brand new, like
I
not
know.
released.
I love that.
We don't get that. We don't get that too often. We get that
Yeah.
every now and then. Somebody will come in and like, I'm gonna play a new song. A lot of the times we'll get like, hey, I'm gonna send you a new song.
Yeah,
Which
we do get that quite a bit.
We literally got that just before we went on air today, and it's like, I'm gonna send you a new song if you can play the new song. Like, yeah, okay, cool, guys. Like, I don't mind doing that. That's not a problem. I'm, as long as I got time to program it, we're good, and it doesn't take any longer than the length of the song to program. So I mean,
That's true.
and so with you know, sometimes I can even you send me an MP3, I could just put it right in the board, and I don't even have to worry about recording or anything. So, but yeah, they made a special mask for their drummer, or for a drummer. A drummer, yes.
Cool.
Yes.
That would be so warm.
I couldn't imagine, like, I wouldn't put a mask on my drummer. that dude
sweats.
He's skinny enough,
Right.
without losing the extra water weight from a mask. But yeah,
I feel like if we just put a mask on him to dance around, that would be fun, though.
maybe.
Yeah, that would be pretty animated.
Just put it on him just to say the name of the song. Garg.
Arg.
Take the mask off, play the song.
So,
So you got this list of
I
Lockport.
have like a list going of Lockport music, and I don't know how many Lockport people are left in the chat. Say holler.
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 I thought Niagara Falls was lame.
So, some other Lockport music that we have. We touched on Sixpin. They're active right now. They just released a single called Fear. I don't know who Sixpin is compiled of at now, other than Andy Mitchell. But I'm sold on Sixpin when you just say Andy Mitchell, because he is like, he oozes talent. As we touched on with our talk with James.
To be perfectly fair, even back like 10 years ago when I was playing shows with Sixpin, I didn't know anybody beyond Andy. So, I guess that's probably fair.
Well, I mean, anyways, then we have the Magic Tones, who recently got back together. So they're writing, they're doing stuff. If there were shows going on, I'm sure they would be playing them. But so we have the Magic Tones. Keep your eyes out for them. We touched base on Matthew Knott a little bit. I knew him as a percussionist. I didn't really know he did like all this other stuff. But this guy oozes talent too, and he's worked with James. He's worked with Andy. Mm-hmm. And he sent me a couple of songs, which I didn't even forward to you because I knew we wouldn't play him, because we just played him like a week or two ago. Mm-hmm. So
we've kind of gotten to the point where we're like, we've been playing some artists so much that it's just like, okay, let's go on the website. Let's see when the last time we played them was, and make sure we're not just playing the same artists over and over again. We want to, like, our whole objective is to share new artists.
Yeah, we don't want you to only know the same 5 bands.
So we're not just gonna play the Dreadnecks and XM Priory and Living Brain Dead and Inherent Vice over and over again. Inherent Vice is on your list, I see.
Yes, Inherent Vice is on my list.
We had Nick Landers on not too long ago.
Yeah, it was just his birthday.
It was. I didn't know it was his birthday until he posted something on Instagram because he's back off of Facebook.
And Facebook is the one who tells us when your birthdays are.
Yeah. So, but I was glad I caught his post and was like, "Oh, dude, it's your birthday! Happy birthday!"
I know.
Like I like that dude. I don't,
Yeah. Okay, and then we have Handsome Jack, which I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know anything about Handsome Jack. But they're from Lockport.
So I was listening to them last night, getting ready to play them on the show, and I really enjoy their work. And that's going to be the last thing you hear on the show today is a song by Handsome Jack. And that's, but I really enjoyed it. It's good, kind of like classic rock almost.
Right on.
In a way, and it's something different than what everybody else is doing, and I really appreciate.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of the Lockport musicians that we talk to and deal with, they're all doing something pretty unique for the area.
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem that way?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, and then it sounds like I'm crying, and I swear to you I'm not.
She sang yesterday a couple of times, and she really went for it, and so she's struggling. That's
I'm here.
She usually doesn't sound like she's losing her voice.
Yeah, it's that I'm actually losing my voice.
Right.
So then there's some other bands that have at least one Lockport person in them that I know, and that's how they made this list. One of these bands is the Little Mountain Band. The person that I know is Drew Azanero. He plays the guitar. He dated my sister for a hot minute, and he's a sweetheart. And so it's more of a jam band, kind of jazz influenced. If you're into that kind of stuff, I don't even know where they play because it's been so long. You know, like, it seems like they play not just in Western New York. Like, I think they play, like, the Finger Lakes area and stuff like that. Then we have Grizzly Run, who has been up to quite a bit lately. We're going to be trying to catch up with Matt again from Grizzly Run in the next couple months because they're doing some writing and recording right now. So, yeah, Matt, the guitar player, or one of the guitar players for Grizzly Run, he went to Star Point, so that counts as Lockport. It does. So then we have Blame the Mono, and if you've never heard of Blame the Mono, it's not your fault. They're actually from Florida. So why am I talking about them? I will tell you.
She threw that paper down. She's like, I think she was expecting it to make a loud thud, but it's just a index card.
Imagine, if you will, a loud thud. So this.
Hold on, wait. I got you.
What?
Hold on.
You're gonna make a thud.
There
You're
you go.
awful with your sound effects because your timing is.
Well,
just
I
shit.
didn't know you were gonna do that.
You should always know I'm gonna do that.
I got to switch to a different page because all the music's on one page and the effects are on another.
You're gonna have to figure something out.
I guess I'm gonna have to put that boom effect like right on the thing here. I got
I
it.
don't
Anyway,
So Blame the Mono. They're like a hard rock band, you know, chick singer. She's a total badass. But their bass player, his name is Chris Culverwell. He lives in the Orlando area. That's where they're out of. This motherfucker, okay, so I moved from Newfane to a trailer park in Wright's Corners, which is considered Lockport. Okay, it's 14094, it's Lockport. So I moved from Newfane to Lockport, and he moved from Alcott to 2 trailers down from me in the trailer park in Wright's Corners. And then this fucker, I go to Full Sail, and I moved to Winter Park, and he moved to the same goddamn road as me, like 2 apartment complexes down from me, with his soon-to-be wife. Well, I mean, they're married now. They have a beautiful family. But I guess my point really is that even these smaller suburbs of Niagara Falls and Buffalo have, like, a lot of talent, and they're doing a lot of unique stuff, untouched kind of by the scene because they're not in the city. So I don't know. I hope some of you guys in Lockport or that, you know, hang out with the people from Lockport. I hope you know, share with each other the arts that you're working on because, you know, it is a lot different than what we're seeing.
I used to when I was
Buffalo.
in Think So Brain, I used to hang out with a heavy metal band that was out of Lockport. They were called Medicated Silence. They're no longer together. But you know, they were a fantastic band, and I got to you know, if I would go to their shows, they'd be like, "Come up on stage and sing this song." Like, I only know the chorus. They're like, "Sing it anyway." Like, all right, cool. So I'd go up and sing with them, and you know, they'd play a lot of shows with us. We'd book them if we needed a last minute band. They'd book us if they needed a last minute band, and so you know,
Yeah. They didn't lead to you meeting Death Weasel. We found out.
No, we later found out that was City Powered Radio that brought Death Weasel. That was a story and a half. And for the longest time, I thought it was Medicated Silence. And I was asking them, like, who was that dude you guys brought to this party? And they're like, well, what are you talking about, man? I don't know. We didn't bring no dude to the party.
Yeah.
And I come to find out it was City Powered Radio, who later their drummer played for Living Brain Dead for a little while.
It's a small world.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Laura says she wants to get Andrew from Eyes of the Blind back on. She wants him to read the dictionary.
Pick one page of the dictionary, and we will try to have him on and read at least a little bit of it to you.
I'll get a hold of him. We'll talk to him about it. We'll see what we can do.
I don't know if he's working on anything, relevant, but we can still reach out to him to read to us.
Yeah, I mean, he's a friend of the show, so he's always welcome whenever he wants, whenever he's got anything to promote or whenever we just feel like, hey man, you want to come hang out with us? So,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, we try to keep shit relatively relevant, as in like, you know, I invited James on the show because I knew that he had just released this record. I knew that in January he was doing this contest.
Yeah.
So, you know, while it was relevant, I wanted to get him on here and, you know, share.
he sent us a free copy of the CD, so I'm
Yes,
not
he
eligible
did.
for the contest.
No.
So I have to actually go and order a copy of a CD. All right, that's the trouble with being in the promotion business, I guess. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna listen to that Darkride CD again. While
I don't
I'm
blame
making
you.
dinner.
I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I heard a little bit of it while you were listening to it, and
Yeah.
you know, I had it in here for a little while, but I didn't have. I actually they just got delivered like 17 minutes ago, according to my
What?
to my device here. The cable to hook up my CD-ROM to my.
Oh.
I needed an extension cord.
I didn't realize
So
that.
then again, I do have a CD player right behind me, so I don't know what I'm complaining about. Anyway,
Yep. I, however, got the tape player, the cassette player.
you do have a tape player.
I do not have very many cassettes. I have 2 New Kids on the Block cassettes. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you, Joe. I enjoy them. I cannot sing along with them, especially now. Maybe that's why my voice is so shit.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of other tapes out there. You can
I'm
listen.
not listening to Weird Al. There's like 7 Weird Al tapes.
You can
out
sing
there.
along to Weird Al Yankovic.
No. No.
There's a Weird Al Yankovic tape in here too.
I don't care.
There's a Buju Banton CD. I don't know anything about, or a tape. I don't know anything about him other
I
than
don't know what that is.
he used to like get arrested a lot or do some stupid shit on Twitter. I don't know.
What kind of music is it?
I assume reggae. I think it's a reggae
Oh, okay.
artist.
Yeah,
I don't.
can listen
I
to
really
that.
don't know. I never actually listened to him. Just it was a running joke on the show that used to be in this time slot because we would do like news and tweets and everything like that, and that would get us to like Buju Banton did this. So I would do a really bad Jamaican accent, and I apologize for that now. But you know, back then it was just like, oh yeah, this is just something stupid to do. And so I would do this really bad Jamaican accent whenever I'm reading Buju Banton tweets or news or whatever. So one of my old co-hosts from that show bought me a Buju Banton tape.
That was nice of them.
And I'm like, cool. I don't have a tape player, and I just set it up on the thing. So
But we
bring
do
back
now.
Think Metal, says Laura. Yeah, I was thinking about Think Metal the other day because I regularly shave my head now, and I was thinking about the time that I was on Think Metal. I had lost a bet on the show that used to be in this time slot, and that show kind of went on hiatus for a few weeks. Like just the guy who ran it didn't feel like doing it or whatever. So we started doing this show called Think Metal out of this studio. And I was just like, since I lost this bet and we haven't been doing this show and my hair's just getting crazy, man, can I do this on my show? And so I actually got my head shaved on camera on Think Metal.
In this room.
In this room, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. That was years and years and years ago, though.
Excuse me. So have you been bald since then?
No.
You've grown
I
it
mean-
out since then?
I mean, I had been lazy about shaving my head, so I haven't been like
Well,
totally
yes, I
bald. But
understand that because quarantine.
yeah, well, I was lazy about it before then too. So I mean, like,
But you haven't like grown your hair out long.
no, I haven't grown my hair long.
Okay.
No, that's
That's
just
kinda
it's
what
just
I
been
meant.
yeah. It was like let's shave it on air because I still have to do this.
Yeah.
So if we're not going to do the other show, we'll do this show. And so I got my head shaved on air, and that was the last time I got my head shaved on air. But
Well, there is time to change that, just not today.
yeah, no, I'm already bald today.
Yeah.
So most of that is not by choice. Actually, some of that is not by choice, but most of it is by choice because of the some of it that isn't. So anyway,
You know, I do not follow when you talk technology or sports, but I followed that.
you follow that.
I followed that. Yes.
I actually, when we hit the song break, I'm gonna go grab this shipment from Amazon that I've been waiting for all day. They said, oh, it's gonna be there by 3:45, and I'm sitting there, and it's like 5 o'clock, and then they're like, oh, it'll be there by 9. Like, okay, sure, whatever. And it's like, it's just a couple of like 1 foot USB extension cables. I don't really care
Right.
that it got here late. It's just like, it's the principle of the whole thing, I guess. Me, Joe versus shipping is supposed to happen in the 7 o'clock hour, or the 6:30 segment, but
Yeah, but
we had a guest, so it had to wait.
Yeah.
I haven't had any real complaints about shipping lately. Everything's been cool.
Things are seeming to work themselves out.
Yeah. Just my biggest complaint now is like when I order shit and shit doesn't get shipped.
Right. That's
So-
not the delivery service's fault.
No, absolutely not. So I actually have FedEx coming tomorrow, so I need to get up early tomorrow because I don't trust them to leave it anywhere good. But
Okay. How early is early?
I'd imagine like 8:30.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but it's my shelf.
Your shelf.
My shelf that's going under the desk here, so I can actually like put stuff away.
Oh my God, I'm so looking forward to this.
I'm looking forward to this. I've just
You got shit a little everywhere.
Yeah, I've like once I cleared everything out, I put a bunch of stuff in the corner over here so you can't see it on camera. And I'm just like, all right, if I move everything over here and everything's out of the way and there's just so much more space and I can actually get to my record collection over there.
There's all this room for activities.
Yeah, I can actually get to my record collection when it's clean in here. So I'm like, I can't wait to get this shelf. I paid extra because I was just going to go to like Dollar General and they have them for like $16, the same basic shelf.
Yeah.
And I was just going to go to Dollar General, but because we don't drive, I'm like, I got to walk over there and I got to carry the thing home. And it got icy by the time we got home yesterday.
It was a little slick.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get everything from Home Depot and get it for pickup. And I'm going to go Uber over there and back round trip. So I could just pick everything up, get back in the Uber and come home and not have to worry about standing at Home Depot for a half hour waiting for an Uber and not have to worry about carrying a shelf home from Dollar General. I mean,
Yeah,
not
that all
that's
sounds like a pain in the ass.
not that that's like super far, and I doubt it's a heavy shelf being from
Right.
Dollar General, but
True.
so I was just like, if I just get it from Home Depot and we got to get some more PVC piping and some clamps and stuff like that to do the acoustic wall that we're building.
Yeah.
Which we kind of sat down and discussed as I'm on Home Depot's website, like
Yes, that is how it worked.
and you really gave me a lot of insight of like, you need this, you need that, this will help, you want to do this, and we kind of clashed a little bit on some of the stuff.
Because I would rather be safe than sorry. You would rather
I don't think that it's that I wouldn't rather be safe. It's that I think I think it would be safe enough.
see, safe enough doesn't exist.
Well, I guess,
When one of those lights falls down and hits you in the fucking head,
Well, you had your input, and
Yeah.
I bought what you suggested.
That was smart.
Yes, because you know what you're doing. you do. When it comes to lighting and all that stuff, you know what you're doing. So
Thank you.
I said, all right, let me get what you're telling me to get, and then that way I can, so if you feel like it's safe, it'll be fine. So hopefully, I ordered like more PVC pipe than I needed, I think,
That's a really good idea too.
just to have like a little bit of extra to kind of build up build up this wall and whatever. So but yeah, hopefully next week we'll have the new background built.
Yeah.
So two UPS packages were delivered.
What?
Ooh. Well, the other one was my Elgato streamed,
right.
the Elgato HD60S that I had to exchange for warranty.
That's right.
So I've actually kind of got this set up in such a way right now that I don't have to disconnect or reconnect anything to go between my game streams and the ThinkSoJoE Show streams.
Yeah.
And so, like, realistically, if I hook this up and I still have a problem with it, I'm just going to be like, guys, can I just get my money back on this? Because I can... Well, actually, you know what? I might not even do that. I might try and hook it up to my laptop and see if it works on my laptop. And then that way we can mobilize the show.
Oh, God.
If we wanted to
We
do
could
it...
do it in the kitchen.
If we wanted to do it elsewhere, well, I wouldn't
We
do
could
it.
go to the kitchen.
We could go to the kitchen.
We could go to the porch, but it's like 30 degrees out.
Yeah, it's true.
But we could.
I would well, and the good thing about having this acoustic wall that we're building is we could actually put that around us outside, so we're still outside, but
Yeah.
we're like we don't got nosy ass brats.
They're not so
Eavesdropping.
bad anymore.
No,
It's
not
like-
no, it's not those kids
no,
anymore.
it's not the same family.
Yeah. Yes, Laura, that door is real.
Oh my God, can we let Reese in?
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
No.
I
It's,
can
al-
hear her.
it's already bad enough the Penguins just scored.
I can hear her. Well, if it wasn't one team you didn't like that scored, it would be another team you didn't like that scored.
This is true.
Let me let Reese in.
It's 3-3 right now. That stick was above the crossbar. How did that count? I don't know. Whatever.
my gosh.
Whatever.
I'm getting the cat.
She's getting the cat, even though I've said no countless times.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Get the cat. She's a. If it stops you from dismantling my my fidget spinner anymore,
I did
Then-
dismantle.
then you've already done.
I did dismantle the fidget spinner.
She totally dismantled a fidget spinner while she was doing that interview.
Sorry, not sorry. Reese, come here. You guys remember that time Reese was on the show? She's back. here, baby.
Oh, she is in here.
Ow.
I didn't even see her come in.
Ow, I hit my head.
Serves you right for not listening. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Reese's okay too. Oh, baby. So, you guys, this is Reese. She doesn't like me.
That cat loves you.
Yeah, when she's in heat, she loves me.
I should do a BWF online wrestling game. So speaking of wrestling games,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting here the other day and I'm on Twitter and just watching TV and hanging out on Twitter. And I see this one account I follow and they post this picture of this wrestling trivia game I own. And they're like, I never thought I'd live to see the day where this is worth money. That's wait, what do you mean it's worth money? And he says that the cards, there are cards with pictures of wrestlers on them. It's a 1997, early 98 WWF wrestling trivia game. Said some of the cards that have wrestlers on them, particularly Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, collectors are considering those their rookie cards, and they're going for like up to like $1,000 on eBay. And I'm just like, okay. Like, so then I looked into like getting them graded, but you got to pay like $125 to get them graded and like per card to get them returned in any reasonable amount of time. So it's like, all right, I don't know if I really need to get them graded. I like the low end that they're selling for is like $250.
Yeah.
The game itself is selling for like $300 on eBay.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, like I can make some money off of this thing I bought at a thrift store.
Yeah. So
And-
have you
and
ever
used-
played the game?
No, I used it once. We did a bit when we were doing Board Wrestling Fan. We did a bit with the dudes from Booker T's, the T-shirt company.
Yeah.
That did my Brock Lesnar T-shirt.
Right,
Okay.
right. The one kind.
Yes, so the one of a kind because nobody else besides me ever ordered one. But we did a bit with them, and we didn't realize like how much younger than us they were. And this trivia game is from like the late 90s. And like these kids were just born around the time of this trivia game coming out.
Can you help me out?
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This is why I told you not to bring the cat in here.
She likes it though.
Anyway, Booker, yeah, they did. They made an Xavier Woods T-shirt. It was a Power Rangers T-shirt, but it had Xavier Woods' face in the center, like in the medallion, like on the
Yeah,
Power
yeah.
Rangers would have. And Xavier Woods, like for the longest time, was like giving them free tickets to WWE shows up in like London, Ontario.
That's pretty cool.
Which I thought was like really cool. But they were frequent guests on our show. We really liked talking to those guys. I'm still friends with them on Facebook right now. At least one of them. I don't know if both of them are still on there, but but they came on the show and we're like, oh, we're gonna do some wrestling trivia. And we were using the wrestling trivia from this game, and they had no idea because it was all from like before they were born. Like because the trivia game came out around when they were born, And then, so all the questions were from before they were born.
Yeah.
So it was a disaster. I'm
So,
like, man, if I
long
would,
story short, you're old.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, but yeah, but these cards are actually like worth money now. So I'm like,
That's pretty crazy.
I'm like, how in the world does this thing that I bought at the thrift store, and it's like in great shape,
Yeah.
and now it's worth money, and it's like, I would have like out of all the shit I've ever bought at thrift stores,
Yeah.
that's what's worth money.
You know, I bet your Simpsons games are worth some money.
Maybe.
You have how many, like, probably like 6 or 7 different Simpsons.
Oh yeah, for sure. We got Life. We have Sorry. Life isn't complete though, but we have Sorry, which we just found out. We looked into, and it is complete. Mm-hmm. We have
Wheel of Fortune,
Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy.
Trivial Pursuit.
No,
maybe?
not Trivial Pursuit, but we do have Seen It. Simpsons Operation. We have a lot of Simpsons board
I
games.
want to play the Simpsons Operation.
We have Simpsons Uno.
I didn't know that.
I showed it to you. It's in that Homer Simpson head.
I did know that.
Yeah. But it is now time for some music, and
Oh shit! What we got?
somebody earlier was asking for some Good Dude,
Oh shit!
and they sent this new version of this older song, and I had already had the older version like programmed in, but this is the appropriately titled "My Boy Joe is the coolest guy in the world, and he is not afraid to tell you" by Good Dude on all WNY ThinkSoJoE Show. That was Good Dude on all WNY ThinkSoJoE Show. Didn't realize that was playing pretty loud. I've heard this song like 4 times in the last 2 days. So I was like running outside to get my packages while it was playing, and I didn't realize how loud it was actually playing on the air. I also got a splinter in my foot.
He's gonna be okay though.
I should be, yeah.
Can I see?
It's right there.
Oh yeah, it's still in there. It's gonna need some peroxide and some tweezers.
Oh, that's always
Leave
my
it
favorite
alone.
part.
Leave it alone.
Okay. Seeing if I could get it out.
You can't.
I gotta sit here for the next half hour with wood in my foot.
That was a really weird way to put it.
It's accurate.
It is accurate.
Anyway.
Sorry for the noise, guys.
Anyway. Yes. So
We've
reached the anyways portion of the show.
Let's see.
And
what
a
I
cat
told you
just
guys.
walked in.
I'm sorry, I left the door open. Let's see what I told the Facebook people that we were going to talk about.
Yeah, what did you tell the Facebook people we were going to
I
talk about?
don't know.
I think you said football and hockey, which we've talked about.
Let's see. Music, memories, politics, sports, and kitties. We definitely covered the kitties.
Yeah, there's one in here now.
I'm not sorry. She's okay.
Anyway.
Yes.
Laura says, just pull it out. I've pulled glass out of my foot. I usually do
like
pull
the
splinters out, but
tip
this one's like in there.
Yeah, it's in there pretty deep.
Like I can't actually get to it, so
Yeah, so I'm going to have to dig it out.
that's why I have not gotten it out. Anyway. There's a kitty at my foot.
And I want to touch it.
There she is. There's the
So-
cat. There's a cat here.
There is.
Anyway. Yeah. So
what's going on in hockey, Joe?
It is 4-3 Philadelphia.
That's Gritty's team, right?
That is Gritty's team.
Go Philly.
That's the team I dislike the least out of the two of them.
Go Philly.
So we were listening to the President of the United States of America the other day.
Yes.
You specifically asked Google to play them.
Yes, I do that.
And I sat there for like 45 minutes listening to what Google was playing. And there were like 2 songs that weren't on the first album. Everything else was like the entire rest of the time was the first album. It's like
I mean, it was good stuff. Who cares?
it's up
right?
there. That's where the hockey game is. Anyway, Laura was asking where the monitor is because
Yeah.
I keep looking up. It's the same monitor I used when I Twitch stream, but you haven't been on my Twitch stream, so you don't know.
Laura,
Not
where were
lately.
you last week? It was quiet.
I told you she was in 2020. I left her there.
Why?
I don't know why she found. I don't know why she found her. How she found her way out of 2020, but she's here. You know what? It is very funny to me that all this stuff was happening in the Capitol last Wednesday, and Laura wasn't here.
Oh, wow. Laura, did you incite violence? She was in 2020.
Yeah.
She was busy making a pandemic.
Yeah, I guess. Or was she? Is that a cover up, and she was at the Capitol?
We'll have to keep watching the coverage to see.
Well,
What would you do if like one of our neighbors were like seen on one of the videos?
have you seen the flags on the house across the street? That
That's
wouldn't
what I'm
surprise me.
saying. What did that one they took down say?
No more liberal shit or something like that.
Yeah, it was
a Trump 2020.
No
No more liberal shit.
But they took it down.
And then they've got like the thin blue line flag and what was the other one? Watchman or whatever the fuck.
I think it's a Watchman flag.
Like, okay, you guys are proud to be racists. Got
Yep.
it.
Proud white.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. So you like Trump because you hate blacks. Got it.
Yep. Yeah. Beautiful. Isn't it, Reese?
That's what I got out of your flag collection on your house across the street, dude.
Well, I mean, then there's the other one across the street that flies the Polish flag and the Pride flag.
Yeah.
But they took them down for the winter because they have some fucking respect.
Anyways, so I lost my train of thought. I was going to say something and it went away.
That doesn't happen to you so much.
Sometimes it does,
It
especially late in
happens
the
to me
show.
a lot more.
Especially late in the show. Anyway, but yeah, like this dude's got Trump flags and thin blue. Like
I mean, I've never met the guy or anything. So.
I remember what I was going to say. The beeping stopped.
The beeping stopped. Just one day it just stopped.
It went from like, it started on like Thursday, 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God, it was that long.
It started on Thursday 2 weeks ago because I had unplugged a bunch of stuff in the studio so that you could clean up and help me prep to rebuild. And
we thought that you did something wrong.
well, so I have battery backups on everything. So if you unplug them from the wall and don't turn them off, they beep.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, did I not turn that off? Like, what's going on? Where's this beep coming from? It was coming from outside. And it started off, it was just like every now and then you'd hear beep, beep, beep. And then like in like the next 3 or 4 days, it was like beep, 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 just repeatedly. And it went all through the show last week. You couldn't hear it because it was outside and we're like pretty sound isolated from outside in here. But then, like, Thursday, it just stopped. It went away.
I wonder what the explanation for that is.
So our landlady,
Yeah.
she thought it might have been somebody, like, who had a dying fire alarm or smoke alarm. Mm-hmm. Because that was pretty much the frequency of the beep.
That is kind of what it sounded like.
But I've never had a smoke alarm go that long without changing the battery that it repeatedly beeped.
There must have not been somebody home for whatever reason.
My assumption is maybe we had a house a couple of doors down that didn't have a tenant, and somebody maybe finally called the landlord and was like, "Hey, you need to do something about this."
But even still, like, how long do you have to live right next to that before you're like, you know what, I can't fucking take this?
Well, I mean, even if you live next door to it and you're like, I can't fucking take this, and you know who the landlord is and you call the landlord can just be like, it's not my problem. I'll come fix it tomorrow or the next day or whatever. Like,
oh my God.
I'll get to it when I get to it, because he ain't the one that's got to sit there listening to it beep.
Right, that's true.
So, I mean, but like, that's why I disagreed with my landlady's assessment that it was the people next door, because like, if I'm living in a house with a smoke detector that's beeping like that, if I can't afford a battery or whatever, I'll just pull a fucking battery and
yes,
until I can get a new battery, and make it.
We did, didn't we?
Make it a priority to get a new battery. We checked our batteries.
Oh, that was a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So that's what I would pull the fucking battery until I was able to get a replacement instead of just letting it beep. Like, nobody is gonna sit there and just let it beep, 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 because if we can hear it in our house, can you imagine what it sounded like in the house it was going off in? If in fact it was a fire alarm, a smoke alarm. Because
what else do you think it could have been, though?
I don't know. I don't have any other thought on what it could have been, but I could definitely see that it could have been a smoke detector.
Yeah.
So luckily, it got taken care of. We don't hear it no more. So hopefully, the only thing I could think is that it had to be like a house that was not occupied. Yeah. So that and that would explain why it took a week.
But seriously, it tormented like the entire block.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the reason I was posting about it on Facebook was to see if our landlady would respond. Because I hadn't like bumped into her to be like, do you know what this beep is?
Yeah.
And, but like anytime I would walk outside and be like, yo, what the fuck is this beep? And, nobody was ever outside to answer me. So, luckily it's gone. It's done. I don't have to hear it. Damn, Philly's just pulling away right now. It's 6-3. Anyway. Yeah. So, but that's, that's finally over with. I don't have to hear it anymore.
Yeah, that was pretty rough for a minute there.
That was just
I was having really weird dreams that were going along with the beeps.
So I would come to bed and I'd be up in like 2 hours. I don't know if it had anything to do with the beeps, because that's just normal for me. But I finally ended up, like the day that it stopped, I ended up getting like 8 hours of sleep.
Yes, you did. You slept soundly for a minute.
I did. I fell right asleep and I stayed asleep. And don't forget to check out our merch store, merch.thinksojoe.com. Ooh, merch.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was your subconscious motivating you to do things, says Dewey. The beep was inside you. Yeah. Anyway, but it was just obnoxious. Like, it didn't bother me much. Hey, it's Fake Brian. Hi, Fake Brian.
Hey, Fake Brian.
Anyway. Yeah, it didn't bother me much, but it was there.
It was totally there.
And it was like, okay.
I'm glad it wasn't like the house next door. Like, it was down a couple doors.
It was definitely a couple of houses down.
Karina, get out of my seat.
Hi, Fake Brian, who can't see this, says Dewey on Twitch. Anyway, yeah, so, but yeah, like, thankfully that stopped. And so it was like, oh, good, peace.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't driving me nuts, but it probably could have.
Right.
Like, because mostly, like, if I'm awake, I'm usually in here.
Yeah.
And if I'm in here, I don't hear much that goes on outside, unless it's like right outside the window, which happens all
It
summer.
does happen, yeah.
Happens all summer, but I don't mind because eventually they go to bed and I can work. But that's just been, that's the problem with living in an apartment in the middle of a city.
Right.
So, which is, my whole thing of, that's my whole thing of like wanting to buy a house with a garage and shit like that. So I can do better soundproofing and not have, neighbors who I can't yell at right outside my door, right outside my window or whatever. Plus, a 2-car garage would be way more spacious.
For all the things we drive.
Well, I don't need it for stuff I drive. I need it for stuff I own. Like, we had to get all of my music gear out of here to fit all of my podcasting and, like, record player stuff in here.
It's all in Madison's room. You can barely open the door.
I had to get it. I got in there today to put those boxes of masks in there just to get them out of here. And it's like, where do I put these?
Yep.
There's no room.
Yep.
So
if Madison has to come over, we are fucked.
So we need to tackle that eventually anyway.
Yeah, sooner than later.
Yeah, I agree. So hopefully that's something that we can get done in the next month or so. Hopefully sooner.
Yeah.
I want to get the rest of the studio done, and that entails getting the stuff that I'm waiting on.
Right.
So that's where we're at now.
Hi, Reese
is
Cat.
just waiting for the stuff I ordered from Home Depot yesterday, stuff I ordered from Amazon, and
Reese wants to say something.
I just got part of what I need to finish off my cable stuff on my desk and be done with that. But then I need to get the rest of I need to get the plug for the lights, and I need to get the stuff to finish the wall and all that. So hopefully next week we'll have the new backdrop.
Yeah.
Which is just a moving blanket. So
Yeah.
part of me has thought about what if we shot towards this corner and just had the moving blanket blocking the sound from bouncing back towards us.
That might be a good idea, but you know how much work that's going to be?
Not much, because I could just do it on my laptop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, Reese? What do you... You heard it first here on the ThinkSoJoE Show.
Yep. Should have got, if we were gonna get a cat in here, we should have got Squirrel last week. She would have answered.
God.
We could have done a whole interview with her.
Squirrel, what's a kitty say?
Last week. Yeah.
What's a kitty say, Reese? She's like, I won't play your foolish games.
Anyways, yeah, so yeah, that's where we're at right now, is trying to get finish studio upgrades and then get that room cleaned out so I can figure out what I'm doing with my music gear so I can actually, play music.
Right.
I don't even, there's not even a guitar in here right now, and that's like,
No.
that's been.
But you do have space that you could put one.
Yes.
There's space.
And I need to get one in here because that's been like, man, I just want to grab my guitar and I want to play a song, but I can't because there's not one in here. And I don't want to get up and go to the next room and dig one out, or go to the bedroom and dig one out from under the bed. And
yeah, they're everywhere.
so
you smell bad. Go away.
you're the one that brought her in here.
Go away.
She's just getting comfy. She's nice and comfy on your lap
she
now.
Farted. Ah, she's falling.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay.
Claws and a $200 hockey jersey. What's the worst that could happen?
I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah, I do, because I've had a
But really, that smell, please.
she smells like fish.
Why?
I don't know. You are what you eat?
She doesn't eat fish. She eats chicken.
I don't. She does need to get out of it. I can smell that.
Yeah, that's gross.
Okay, Reese, you gotta go.
Reese, go.
You're,
This is great podcasting content.
this is why I said don't bring the cat in here.
I'm sorry. I didn't know she was going to rub her smelly crotch all over me.
Reese, go. Oh. Go.
You guys can't smell this.
And now we're moving the lights. That's great video content.
I wish there was like smell-o-vision Like Wonka vision?
I don't wish that on you
Smell-o-vision?
guys. She smells pretty bad.
It's going away. It's dissipating.
Yeah, I'm going to have to light a candle.
Oh, I have to change my shirt.
I'm going to have to light a candle after the show. And
I'm sorry.
yeah.
At least I
Anyway.
got to cuddle a little.
Yeah. Luckily, I got these nice scented candles in the studio here. So
Yeah, thanks to my mom.
yes.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll definitely be running some of those after the show. It's yeah.
Foul bitch.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, yeah. So
how's your foot?
it hurts.
Yeah, wow, we are just...
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt that bad. It's just like I didn't want to get up, but I had to get up and get the cat out of here.
Yeah,
So.
my shirt smells.
This is we got all these new viewers this week
I
because
know.
of James
Hi,
Darkride,
everybody.
and you're just like, oh, the cat smells.
Can you help me?
You're probably gonna have to unbutton the shirt.
It doesn't unbutton any further. Thank you. Oh my God.
This is
This is
great
quality
content. Right
content.
Yeah.
I do... It's better now, thank you.
Anyways, this is what you tuned in for, folks.
Yep, you're welcome.
Lockport music, James
Yep.
Darkride, and Karina complaining about how my cat smells after she let her in here.
Yep.
Well, I told you not to let the cat in.
Well, you know what? It gave us something to do.
I guess it gave us something to do. I got something to do. I got a hockey game on. It's 6-3
There's
Philly
a
right now.
fucking podcast going on. You're watching a hockey game.
I'm glancing up every now and then at the hockey game to see what the score is.
The game's almost over.
2:31 left in the third. Yeah, it looks like Philly's winning this opening game of the NHL season.
Yeah.
So, can you imagine when Buffalo is playing during the podcast? Because I'm sure that's going to happen at some point.
I'm gonna need some kind of content to read.
I know the broadcasters, Dan Dunleavy and Marty Biron, were very happy about the fact that the Sabres are not playing this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. So whenever the Bills game was going to be scheduled, because at that time it hadn't been, they were very happy that they wouldn't have to, be on at the same time as the Bills game. But
What day is the Bills game?
Bills game is on Saturday at 8:15 p.m.
Oh, cool. I'll be in bed by then.
where they will be playing the Baltimore Ravens. What'd you drop now?
The guitar finger exerciser.
Oh, okay.
Let me get it.
Yeah, that thing's great. I like that thing.
I can't get... Ow! I just stubbed my toe on the desk. I can't get the hang of it. I don't know. It's... Here, you do it.
You do, like, I haven't done this in a while. You just kind of... I can't do it now
You
either.
just wiggle it around.
You like, push... And you
It's
flip it
not
inside
the
out.
coolest toy.
It's not a cool toy. It's not meant to be a cool toy. It's meant to be a finger exerciser.
The Batman fidget spinner that I took apart, I like that better.
I'm looking at the desk, and there's like these just two like little washer looking things, and I'm just like, what are you taking apart over there? And then I realized you were taking apart a fidget spinner.
Yeah. There's another one.
Anyway,
I've taken stuff apart since I was a little girl. I remember, like, there were like dolls that like lit up or talked or like
Yeah.
they did stuff.
yeah.
Well, like I would ask for those from Santa, and then I would take them apart, and it was a problem. Like, if any of my toys didn't work completely 100%, I took it apart. I was gonna fix it. And then it turned into, I'm just going to take the circuitry and a hammer and go outside. And I did. And, like, I don't know. I was a fucked up little girl.
So, I mean, I obviously have a fascination with electronics and putting things together, and but I've also had my days of smashing electronics with whatever was handy. Usually a hammer, sometimes a baseball bat.
Yeah. Oh, did I ever tell you when I dated a boy named Donut? Okay. So beginning of the story, I lived on a commune style property. I lived in a closet and shared a couch with a boy named Donut, who was a very large boy named Donut. And I was having like a really hard time mentally. It was like the end of school, like finals or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a couch. It wasn't the couch we slept on. It was a couch in the living room. And he gave me a crowbar. And he was like, Karina, you need to smash the couch. So I smashed the couch in the living room and scratched up the floor. So then we had to like rearrange all the furniture. So the landlord, the guy who owned the property, didn't see all the scratches in the floor.
So Justin Blue and I one night.
Oh, God.
We were trying to get a couch up from his basement to his attic, and that didn't work out so well. So we got all our friends together. Like, I'm calling people, he's calling people. We're all trying to figure this out. And by the end of the night, we're all like smashing apart this couch with whatever we could possibly find, trying to get the arms off the couch to get it in the attic.
Oh my God. So did the pieces of the couch make it to the attic?
I think like the main piece of the couch made it to the attic.
Could you use it?
I think so.
That's kind of cool.
I don't really recall, but that was like 20 years ago, but over 20 years ago, I'm sure.
You know what I think we should do? We did a Lockport edition this week. I think we should do a Niagara Falls edition next week.
Maybe. We have a guest next week, do we not? We do.
Who is it?
It is Greg Burt, is it not?
Greg Burt, yes.
We are going to pre-record with Greg Burt again.
And it's going to work this time.
And we're going to make sure that we have audio this time from both sides.
Yes, we're going to check that.
We're going to like triple record audio just to make sure we got everything. So.
Well, I mean, we could still do a Niagara Falls edition with Greg.
I guess we could.
I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll do a Niagara Falls edition pretty soon, though.
We'll just play 4 Living Brain Dead songs. 2 of us used to live in Niagara Falls. Technically, we could have played Living Brain Dead this week because we practice in Lockport.
Oh, shit. That's right.
Anyway, we got to get out of here. This is Handsome Jack, and this song is called Why Do I Love You the Way That I Do on all WNY ThinkSoJoE Show. And we'll see you next week.
I've been drifting off lately, and it feels that I'm out of my head. I gotta ask myself again now, baby, if it's real or just something I said. Why do I love, why do I love, why do I love, why do I love, why do I love you the way that I do? And it makes me wonder if I needed more, and if I'm going under, I'm walking out that door. I'd hate to see somebody else in my place. Some folks will say I'm crazy, but the observation never got the whole
Can't
plot.
leave for the next 2.5 minutes.
I never cared too much about that, baby. Oh, my
Give me a lighter.
reputation. You can like it or not. Why do I love, why do I love, why do I love, why do I love, why do I love you the way that I do? Oh, well, do we all belong? If this feeling is wrong, oh, how do we carry on? If we were only stealing all along.
Out.